We are live in downtown Golden, Colorado for the USA Pro Challenge Women's Race, Stage 3. And join us later on for Stage 7 of the men's race, from Golden to Denver. Corinne Rivera, Thank you for joining us. Thanks for waiting around. How was it racing in Colorado this week? First USA Pro Challenge for the women. It's great to see.
It's unreal and great to have a real stage race for the women here. You know, Utah had like 2 days in an omnium format, and here is finally a real stage race with a time trial and a road race and a circuit. So it's good to showcase women's cycling and finally get a start and get it exposed into the mainstream.
So you had 3 stages. How were each of those stages?
You know, I'm not much of a time trialist, so gave that my best shot and tried for the road race, tried to get in the early break. Unfortunately, there was only one other rider, so we didn't get too much time, and I ended up spending a little too much energy than I needed to. So a little further back than I wanted to over the top of the climb, and was struggling to chase back on with the teammates. And unfortunately, we had some bad luck and had a few crashes, so that was unfortunate for us. And finally, today in the circuit race in Golden, we picked up the pieces and came away with a win.
How did it pan out with the girls? Like, was it a difficult race to come with a victory, or how did it feel?
Yeah, thanks. It was a hard circuit for us, at least for me. I mean, the hill wasn't too terrible, but I could get over it, obviously, and fast technical finish. So it played to my skill set very well, and the girls did well covering moves, and luckily 2016 kept the race together, so it worked to my favor, and it was just a matter of being in the right place at the right time for the sprint. And I knew I wanted to go first into that last corner just because it was so fast and pretty short out of that last corner, and I came out of there with a couple bike lengths, so it was pretty clean sprint for the finish.
Are you a technologically driven girl with power meters and numbers and all that sort of stuff? How do you gauge your intensity levels in training and then in racing?
Yeah, my coach Ben Sharp, we were both on Training Peaks, and we take a good close look at my power files, and with Pioneer doing the left and right, it's really good, and can see where my strengths are and my weaknesses are, and so we kind of work on that and go from there.
Which is stronger, left or right?
It depends on the day, actually, but I think my left is a little bit stronger.
Does that correlate to what side you get up on the bed in the morning?
Not exactly.
That's good.
Thanks, Ben.
It was definitely a bit of a fight there the last few K, and when we went in that final stretch, that uphill tends to kind of kill a lot of people. And when I saw that start to happen, I just let it happen and just followed wheels to the finish, make sure green jersey was sewn up. But I think from that corner, I pretty much knew Murph had it.
You guys have got to go. The Murph dog. The last few weeks with Utah and now USA Pro Challenge, I've noticed that you've been sacrificing yourself a lot for the sake of the team, for other people's results. I'm really happy to see today that you got the stage win yourself. Feels pretty good?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this team is never shy from working their butts off for everybody else. So, Utah, most of the stages were suited for the climber guys or the keel type, which is like the punchy sprinters. So I knew coming into it that I would have maybe 1 shot, maybe 2 shots. So I did take a shot in Utah, which I came up a little bit short. So I was really happy the team put confidence in me for today. And yeah, I mean, I could sit here and say how happy I am to win, but really I'm just happy the team had confidence to let me do it.
I've seen a lot of guys in your situation coming into that final where, there's a little bit of a gap there. A lot of guys will sit back and say, I'm going to wait, I need my train to take me to the line. But you didn't hesitate and you went for the wheel and you got the win, the drag racing Taylor to the line. Pretty amazing to finish here in Denver with the win.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I wanted nothing less than to win today. And as soon as I saw the gap, I knew that if I didn't close it myself, it was over. You can't come out of that corner any further back than the second wheel. And so if I didn't close it, whoever would have closed it could have won. So, yeah, I mean, I'm also the kind of sprinter that is not afraid to work hard in the last kilometer and can still have a bit of a go. So, and I think that's kind of how Taylor is too.
Is it when the team starts getting great results, starts getting a few victories, do you feel like the morale boosts amongst all the riders, the momentum sort of builds? Is that the way it works?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the more guys that are riding well, the more guys that are going good and getting results, you know, we all just thrive on that. And everyone rises to the occasion. When your guys are riding the front and they know they have a guy who can win, you know, it just makes them able to dig back for that last pull or really commit to bringing Rohan back when he attacks in the last K. I mean, if you look at that, or last K and a half, if you look at that just sings our teamwork to a T. You know, the team did everything. All I did was the last couple hundred meters.
What's next for John Murphy?
We're going to do the team time trial at Richmond, so we're going to get ready for that.
Will you have to shave your face before a team time trial?
Let's hope not. No, this is a couple months here.
Months?
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm a beard trimmer man myself.
Cheers. Thanks, Ben.
So here we have the Pioneer Power File from Corinne Rivera, the United Healthcare superstar sprinter who won the stage in the USA Pro Challenge yesterday in Golden. We can see earlier on in the race, about 15 kilometers in, she had to respond to a strong attack. There it was 14 seconds at 632 watts, which is what she needed to do in order to stay with the leaders trying to go up the road. Later on in the stage, coming into the final sprint, she had great position around the last corner. I believe she was third through that corner. And from there, she sprinted for 9 seconds at an average of 702 watts to take the stage win. Earlier on, we can see that her peak power was 925 watts on the day. And considering that she only weighs 47 kilograms, I would not want to go head-to-head with her in a sprint. Finally, just to have a look here, for the entire stage of 1 hour, her normalized power was 224 watts. Now over on the Pioneer Cyclosphere site, I have highlighted Corinne's final sprint of yesterday's stage. As we can see, when she's at this intensity level, her pedaling efficiency is excellent at 67%, and also her force application shows that she's got excellent technique with great application down through the pedals on the downstroke, pulling up just a little bit on the upstroke, and then once again pushing over the top and on the downstroke again. Excellent form.
So that's a wrap here for the USA Pro Challenge for 2015. Women had 3 stages, the men had 7 stages, 3 UHC victories, and we brought you a bunch of insight behind the scenes in the racing. We hope you really enjoyed it, and we hope to see you again. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for coming out. Come on. Where's Wally? Send us a photo and highlight where I am, and he can win a prize.